Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A few of my friends have been recommending this for years in this car and also in my BMW. I finally bit the bullet and I bought a Go Fast Bit DV Plus. Okay, so I tell you off the bat, this is not an instructional video. There are plenty of really good instructional videos on how to do this on this platform and other cars. I am going to show you what I do, but it's going to be quickly going over it. Really why I'm bringing you guys in with this is because I want you guys to see my honest reaction. All my friends have been telling me that what they all noticed, a higher boost going into the next gear, because this is holding on to more of that boost. And that in itself allows for much better throttle response, which to me, this being my daily driver, having that throttle response sounds excellent to me. Not only that, but I'm also going to be getting rid of the ECS diverter valve spacer that's currently in the car. I didn't put it on, the previous owner did. I think that the combination of this DV Plus eliminating that spacer, I might get a very big improvement in my throttle response. So that's really what I'm after. Let's see how that goes. Something that I noticed on the internet about these DV Pluses is that there are many people that were complaining that it didn't work or that it started working and then it got bad. And let me tell you, because Go Fast Bits actually addressed this issue and it's not on their side. And I confirmed this because they're basically saying that unfortunately there are a lot of companies out there that are basically knocking these off and they're just sending it off as Go Fast Bits. Go Fast Bits actually made a video on how to tell if you're getting a legitimate one versus one of these bootlegs that you find on either Temu, Alibaba, Amazon, etc. So trust me, if you're seeing one somewhere online in a reseller going for a lot cheaper, that's probably a bootleg. And I think that they have honestly gotten a bad reputation because of it. This product has been around for what, maybe 15 years now. And if it was really that bad, it wouldn't be around. So I really think it's on those bootlegs. But I mean, honestly, use common sense, order it directly from Go Fast Bits, or get it from one of their authorized retailers. I bought mine from FCP Euro. So not only do they offer a lifetime warranty, but so does Go Fast Bits on it. But obviously it has to be a legitimate one. They're not gonna warranty one that you bought bootleg. So, which it's common sense. Obviously this is not a sponsored video. I just told you that I bought it on FCP Euro. So this is my money. All right, so I'm gonna put you guys on the time lapse. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the factory diverter valve on this. All right, so I got the first two screws out, but I can't get to that one at the bottom because the head of this CTS turbo inlet pipe is too big. It doesn't give me a straight shot to it. I tried using a wobble, but unfortunately, at least not with my wobble. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take out the turbo inlet pipe. Okay, now I can get to it. Plenty of space now. All right, so far so good. This is going pretty easily. You got here the original diverter valve. You see this is part number revision C. Come on, focus. Well, yeah, it's revision C. So this is definitely an older one. And here is the ECS spacer. You see the gaps there to vent the atmosphere. So this is now going away. So now, per the instructions that I went ahead and just printed out for myself, I'm going to go ahead and break this apart and put this together with the Go Fast Bit parts. This is much better. I didn't even hit it with any brake parts cleaner. I just hit it with a brush and most of the junk came off of it. All right, time to get to work. All right, we got a problem. Unfortunately, I did not do enough research to learn that there are actually reported issues with the DV Plus fitment with some turbo inlet pipes, and unfortunately CTS is one of the ones that sometimes people have issues with them. Kind of hard to tell there. I'm trying not to get reflection, but there's a corner of the diverter valve that's actually touching this raised lip. I have two options. I can either put back the spacer and undo this. Unfortunately, I cannot put the factory turbo inlet pipe back on to see if that's any better because I don't have it anymore. Or I can replace this turbo inlet pipe, which is not an option because I have to work tomorrow. The other thing I can do is take this off, mark where it was making contact, and grind that down to give me some clearance. That's what I'm going to do. I went ahead and marked the areas where it was making contact. So basically, I'm going to go in there and grind down this section here. And you see that it has a pretty well raised lip there. I think I'll be fine because on the inside, there's plenty of meat from what I can tell. So yeah. Not bad, not bad. I can go a little lower than that, but I don't want to go too far with it. So we're getting there. All right, so I'm gonna try to put this on now with this. Unfortunately, if this doesn't work, I guess I could put the ECS spacer back on, or I could just not run the spacer and just reassemble the factory diverter valve and just put it on like that. That is an option. But again, I just need to get this car running for now, so, and you know, sometimes you just have to make it work. That's the thing. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, so here we go. Let's hope this works. Before anybody pointed out, yes, I did nick this side of the actual pipe where the hose goes in, but that's not gonna do literally anything. This is fine. Oh man, where are you hitting now? Okay. It's only hitting in one area. I'm gonna mark it and do it again. No! All right, hold on. I can get to it. I think I can get to it. There it is. Got it. Ha! Got it. Aha. This is the area where it's hitting, so I'm gonna hit that down right now. And it doesn't need that much. Okay, and because we're so close to it now, I'm gonna try to do this by hand. Look at that, it looks now. Okay guys, I got it to work and you're not gonna believe me. That thing is so tight. It's not touching, but it's such a minute clearance that I had to bust out the feeler gauges. Let me show you that right now. .20 millimeter. All right, well now we can get back to work. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together and go for a test drive and see if there is in fact a difference in the response, etc. Let's see. Wow, I can't believe I made it work. But yeah, sometimes you gotta make things work, and you know what? Bam. It's already up to operating temperature. I've been driving it around, and honestly, normal driving, it feels perfectly fine, no different. But when you go for a more spirited driving, like let's say you put it in race mode and flip it over to manual, yes, you can. And by the way, this is not wide open throttle, just spirited driving, like not even to redline, just taking it to like 4,000 then shifting. You can definitely feel an improvement. Let's see. It is difficult to explain, but it kind of feels like on the next gear, the boost is already there, which is kind of the idea. But before, maybe because of the spacer, I noticed that there was a slight buildup, and it wasn't like a turbo lag, kind of like in manuals when you have to let off and shift. But it was something that was there. That is no longer here. And again, I've yet to go wide open throttle. This is already noticeable in spirited driving. Normal driving, I can't tell the difference, which it's fine with me. But yeah, So far, so good. I'm liking it. Let's see if we can hear it. This is one of those modifications that it's like a quality of life modification. I have to say, like, this definitely makes the driving experience better. All right, let's head back home. All right, guys, so that was fun. I definitely enjoyed this new mod. Honestly, the improvement in response is definitely worth it, but I will make a note to that. Obviously, you guys saw my fitment issues, and that's my fault because I did not do the proper research to make sure that I wasn't gonna have any. And of course, after I ran into it, I checked online, and yeah, CTS, turbo inlet pipe, blah, blah, blah. With this thing, it always hits, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I made it work. But obviously, you have to be willing to do that. Most people are not gonna be able to do that or have the means to do it. A lot of people just want stuff to bolt on and work, which is completely understandable. One thing I will recommend though, that if you have an upgraded turbo inlet pipe, such as a CTS, and you don't want to grind it down, one option that you have is that Go Fast Bits does make a low profile diverter valve, and it's meant specifically for situations like this. And I know they have it for this car because that's one that I was contemplating, but it was like an extra $100 or around $100 more. Don't quote me. But yeah, I was like, there's nothing wrong with mine. I'll just go ahead and save the money and just do it this way, right? Well, there you go. That's what I ran into, and that's why that product is available. So if yours is already updated and you don't want to do this stuff, I definitely recommend you get the low profile. Otherwise, save yourself the money and do what I did. It's well worth it, especially if this car is your daily driver like it is for me. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. And I got more projects for the Golf R and Jetta. I'll see you next time.